Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Buna Rafael Sitopo. So in this video, I would like to presenting about experimental research and correlational research case in order to fulfill or finish my research statistic final project. Okay, the first one we talk about experimental research case. The title is The Effectiveness of Peer Reviewing Techniques in Improving Students' Writing Skill. The context, the EFL students at Uinsa Tulungagung struggle with writing due to limited feedback. The study tests peer reviewing as experimental group versus self-revision as control group over 8 weeks in writing class. The problem: do peer reviewing techniques significantly improve writing skills more than self-revision? And then the variable for the independent is review method. So peer reviewing versus self-revision, and the dependent variable is writing scores from pre-test or post-test. The hypothesis, the null hypothesis is no significant difference in post-test writing scores between groups, and the alternate hypothesis is peer reviewing group shows higher post-test scores. And then this is the self-create or hypothetical data. For experimental group, we have 10 students with the scores like this, and control group also 10 students with the scores like this. Okay, we move to statistical analysis. I am using the independent sample t-test for post-test scores with ANCOVA consideration for pre-test covariate. Why is it used? Because it is to compare means between two independent groups on interval data, assumes normality and equal variance, suitable for experimental between group effect. And then we move into steps. The research hypothesis. The null hypothesis is there is no significant difference between students who are using peer reviewing and those who are not. And for the alternate, there is a significant difference between the students who are using peer reviewing and those who are not. And then we move to SPSS. This one, I already input the data. We check the variable view first. We type in the group and post test in the name column, and then we make the decimal to 0 for each, and then the label for post test we can type in the scores, and the values we can type in like this: 1 for experimental, 2 for control group. Okay, so this is the data. I already type it in, and then let's analyze the data. We open compare means and then independent sample t-test. We move group to grouping variable and scores to test variable, and then define group. This is 1 and this is 2. Okay, continue like this, and then okay, like this. So this is the result after we analyze it. It is the same like this one. So the interpretation, the p-value or two-tail, this one is 0.000. It means it is smaller than 0.05. So the null hypothesis is rejected. But since we can reject the null hypothesis, it can be concluded that peer reviewing is not effective in improving students' writing skills. Okay, that's enough for the experimental. We move to correlational. The title: Correlation between pixel art utilization and vocabulary learning outcomes in EFL. the context. EFL students use pixel art apps for vocabulary retention. The survey examines natural usage patterns among Win 1 Tulungagung undergraduates via online questionnaire. The problem is there a significant correlation between pixel art and vocab scores. The X variable is pixel art utilization, including frequency scores, and then the Y variable is vocabulary outcome, including the test scores. So the hypothesis is like this: no significant correlation for null hypothesis and positive significant correlation for alternate hypothesis. So this is the data. A researcher wishes to see the correlation between pixel art utility and vocabulary learning outcomes. 10 students are randomly selected and the data are shown in the table like this. I use the Pearson product moment correlation. It is to measure linear relationship strength or direction for two continuous interval variable. So we move into steps. The null hypothesis is like this. There is no correlation between the pixel art utilization and students' vocabulary learning outcomes. And then we jump into SPSS. This is the instruction, okay? This one I already put in the data. So the variable view is like this: utilization and vocabulary in the name column. Decimal we make it 0, and the label, this is for utilization is pixel utility and vocabulary learning outcomes. The value is known, and then the data is like this. And now we analyze the data. We open analyze tab and then correlate and then bivariate. We move in the both of the data to variable like this. We take the Pearson and to tail like this, okay? And then this is the result. The result is 0.991 for both of them. It is the same from this, okay? It means there is a very strong positive correlation between pixel utilization and vocab learning outcomes. This is the criteria. It is also suggests that the p-value 0.000, considering it is smaller than 0.01, it makes the null hypothesis is rejected. And then I think that's enough from my presentation. Thank you so much for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.